I pressed up by accident to start the recording. We're in a battle. If I beat you, will you share some food with me? Do you want to drink some super potions? I have like 12 of them. Maybe he doesn't. Hiker Jonathan. Looks like a type of guy that would rather have steak and chips. I mean, so do I. And his Onyx is kicking up a storm. So it kind of looks more like Outback Steakhouse. Shows how high Onyx's defense is, though. Force Palm with same type attack bonus. Super effective. Will only just be a 3-hit KO. Yeah, we'll stay in. I'm not worried about it being able to take out Riolu, so we'll just let Riolu keep plugging away. Should probably be able to get away with a Rock Smash instead of a Force Palm. Just trying to preserve some PP. Because Force Palm only has 10 power points. It's pretty low considering it's only a base power of 60 move. Maybe it's because it does paralysis as well. But it still seems pretty low. I mean, compare that to Spark. Right? We were starved for food, and now something, he's probably still hungry. Yeah, I feel even hungrier. Maybe I'll chow down on some berries. But that's kind of gross. What am I, a Pokemon? I guess needs must, right? Although, he's not that far away from just getting food at the next city? Oh well. Don't think about it. This is Pokemon. Don't overanalyze it. Oops, I didn't actually mean to do the do-si-do around that guy. We'll battle him on the way back. We got a Great Ball! Hooray! Not that helpful. Although we're still going to have to pick up something for Surf and Waterfall and things like that down the line. This Karate Man's going to pulverize you. Unless we just want to use a Bidoof. I believe we already caught a Bidoof, didn't we? It's been like I said, it's been a while. These recordings have been spread out, right? Maybe we'll catch something else for it. Maybe we'll try and get like Gyarados or something. Not that we'll be using it in battle, because that would be cheating. Gyarados is a good Pokemon, so we can't use one of those. Although, if we were doing the base stats of all Pokemon available in this game, I bet Magikarp would have been a contender to use. Maybe we'll have to do something like that for another game, where rather than just taking the region's worst Pokemon, which we have for this, we'll just take the worst Pokemon in general. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Ooh, revenge. That's going to hurt. That hurt. Ouchies. Well, I guess we'll get the experience on the Riolu because it's an attack EV. Yeah, revenge is actually pretty good. Not competitively, but in-game it's quite a good move. If you take damage, it's a 120 base power attack. If you don't, it's 60. So it's still not terrible. But yeah, well, I was gonna say we both kind of got pulverized there. Don't be so down on yourself. And we have another hiker. So I guess we'll just let Riolu clean shop there as well. Gahaha, you're just a little kid. How are you supposed to beat a big man like me? Well, unless we're, you know, Romano Greco wrestling, I think we'll be okay, Hiker Robert. Oh, it's another nose pass. I like nose pass. I know I said it last episode too, but he's just a weird little guy and I like him. Well, he's not even that little, is he? He's just a weird guy, but I think he's cool. There was a, like, I think it's called a Spotlight Hour, if memory serves, in Pokemon Go. They happen on Tuesdays, where a certain Pokemon is really common for an hour. So I went out for a bit, didn't get a shiny nose pass or anything, because that was a spotlight in the start of June, I want to say. Big man got schooled by a little kid. Yes, he did. Although really it was a big man got lectured and schooled by another big man, if you're looking at me. But alas, that's neither here nor there. Anyway, back to nose pass. So most Pokemon in Pokemon Go, when you click on them, they will look at you as they turn around to bit like an encounter, you know, the Pokemon goes to turn towards you. And it's helpful because then you can see more easily which Pokemon you've already clicked on and which ones you have not. That did not work on the Nose Pass Spotlight Hour. Yes, when you clicked on the Pokemon, it would turn around, but as soon as you clicked on any other Pokemon, it would flip back to facing north, because it's a compass, right? And the compass always points north. So trying to work out which of the 20 Nose Pass around you you've actually clicked on can be pretty tricky. It was funny, though. It was funny. I'm sure there are other Pokemon with foibles like that that I haven't noticed. But that one was very, very apparent. And I didn't really think about it until my wife was like, how come they're turning around? Like, it's a compass. Also, that was pretty rude, paralyzing my cheese. I probably should have used Hypnosis. I was really hoping that Confusion might be a one-hit KO, but it wasn't miles away, but it didn't quite do it. Anyway, it's fine. It'll be a two-hit. Quite a good experience, too, because that is an evolved Pokemon, or at least a middle stager at this stage. Generation 3, it was its own Pokemon, and then it got a pre-evolution and an evolution in the same generation. How lucky is it? This is a bad matchup. I'm just going to switch. Combee's not a dangerous Pokemon particularly, but at the same time I still don't want to get wrecked. None of my team really teams up well, because Cheese and Grapes are both weak to Bug. Maple is out for the count right now, and it would have been the best Pokemon. Virtue and Boofruff are both weak to Flying, and then Scramble's just rubbish. I have a horrible feeling that Nature Power is going to be Earthquake and not Rock Slide out here. So I guess we'll just stay in. Yeah, this is going to hurt, though. Not as much as I thought. Again, Combee is a rubbish Pokemon. I should always think about that. I may have the type disadvantage, but Combee is rubbish as well. Somehow, though, its base stats were just good enough to keep it off this list. I guess it's because Cricketot's so bad. It's funny to think that. But we could have ended up with a Combee. That would have been quite fun, but yeah, Vespiquen is incredibly slow as a bug flying type, and there are a lot of bug flying types in the game. And I don't care for a lot of them, I'll be the first to admit. Scythe is awesome, but then I'm trying to think what other bug flying types do I not hate. Masquerain, it's not good, especially not in this generation, but it does end up getting Quiver Dance later, which is pretty nifty for it. And it gets Hydro Pump because it starts off being a water type. It's one of those Pokemon that you really kind of wish there were still, you know, the capacity, I guess, for Pokemon to have 3 typings. And we're going to get some free berries, just because we can. We're not going to be likely to use lots of them, but if they're going to give you free stuff in a Pokemon game, you talk. I think you say yes and you get an application for your Poketch. Yep, Berry Searcher. It's just in case you do end up planting crops and you forget where they are, you now have an app to help you find them. I'm not going to be planting berries, let's be honest. So we're not going to need it, but feign that you're an idiot and you get a free application, so there's always that. Scramble, you haven't seen much airtime. Let's get you out against this artiste. You and I, let us create a scene, a fantastic tableau of battle. Thank you, Shakespeare. Artist William with his mime Junior. Definitely less creepy than Mr. Mime, but I'm still not the biggest of fans. It's probably not gonna do much in the maybe I'll use Double Slap. I'm trying to think what it'll do. Trying to predict what the AI does when it's random is easier said than done. But as long as it, you know, if it hits itself with Confusion now, it'll do more damage to itself. So there's that. I'm just going to chip away with Pound, because there's a 50-50 chance while it's confused it's not going to attack anyway. Oh, that's rude. We got competitive battled. We're stuck using Sweet Kiss over and over. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed your airtime there, Scramble, because that's all you're getting for now. At least grapes isn't part poison. There are so many grass types that are part poison. Oh, that was a good use of having... Great use of confusion. Ugh. We might be able to take this out without having to use Leech Seed and resorting to stalling it out. Oh no, it is Rock Slide. We could have used it against Combi. And it missed anyway. Great. This battle's going awesome. Oh, my Quick Claw keeps going off and I'm not even sure if it's needed. I'd like to think we would outspeed Mime Jr., but maybe not. Mr. Mime, when it's fully, when it's fully evolved, is quite quick. But just like Mr. Mime, Mime Jr.'s attack stat is horrendous. Oh no, we don't outspeed it. Wowzers. I guess these Pokemon are bad and I should remember that more. Yeah, and it barely gave any experience either. We're encored in, aren't we? I'm going to stay in. I'd love to have used Magical Leaf, but we'll stay in. We'll throw rocks and the Bonsai and probably do nothing. I was hoping we would flinch it, but we weren't that lucky either. Okay, well, it's doing nothing to us either. Either. We got our flinch that time, but our encore's gonna last forever. We were so flattered, I guess. Grapes is not used to the attention. It's just gonna keep on doing it for the rest of time. Yet we're still encored. Although somehow we're doing well? I guess this is just the battle of the terrible plant-based Pokemon. There we go, finally! Our encore has ended right as we probably could have killed it with one more nature power anyway. I was about to say natural attack. It's not called a natural attack, it's called nature power. Close-ish, but not close enough. William, you are now Van Gogh. Magnificent. You give me a TM, right? Oh, Keystone. Yes, Keystone. There's another black belt that gives you the payback TM, but it's a little bit later. Yeah, our team's in rough shape. Luckily, we can go into our little pathway here. I found this is super weird. So back in Kanto, you'd have these buildings between cities and routes, but they felt like lookout towers. Like you had guards in there, and you'd be able to go upstairs and look out, through telescopes and see the world. This is just like a shed on the edge of a city. Like, what is the purpose of this? I don't know. Again, probably overthinking it. It's a Pokemon game. But, yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand. But we are in Heart Home City. Hooray! And we're immediately going to ruin the music with the bike. Sorry. Hello, Mr. Bun Bun. Oh, thank goodness that you happen to be there. It's just funny that the Buneri will stop for you even if you're just on a bike. It's not like you can physically, grapple it and stop it. You're just on your bike and it's still like, oh, the Buneri stopped. Thank you so much for doing that. That's a contest judge. We will almost never engage with her again. We'll be close enough to see her, but we're never really going to torture her again. Really. But yes, Heart Home City, otherwise known as one of the two laggy cities in this game, and this is not caused by the emulator. This is just caused by poor game optimization. I guess for sake of argument, while we're here, we're like, hey, how's it going, trainer? You being here tells me you're going to challenge the gym leader. Well, I hate to break it to you, but that's impossible. If you're questioning why, and the answer is, she's not here. Not to worry, though. We know she's at the contest hall. Yeah. So you can't battle the gym yet until you go to the contest hall. It's just the game's way of kind of forcing your hand to at least attend. Because, well, I don't really want to do that, but we have to, right? So that's how it gets you. Normally when you see a clown in a Pokemon Center, it's going to want to do a battle. Are we all ready to have some fun? I sure am. Aren't you having fun? Let's make it fun, okay? Well, look at the channel. Dan has fun. So let's try and make something fantastical. Indeed. Clown Lee. Hopefully he's smiley. Oh, it's another Mime Jr. Should have seen that one coming. Please don't use Encore again. Well, I guess you can use it now because I missed. So it's Mimic Sweet Kiss. I've used Sweet Kiss. We learned from the battle last time that it'll probably have Meditate, Mimic, which it's now got Sweet Kiss, Double Slap, and something. But the attack did so little damage, I'm just going to use Pound. It never stops, does it? Please don't hit yourself in confusion. I've determined, Scramble, to try and use you, and you are not making it easy. Thank goodness you did something. Oh my lord. Our attack does about the same amount of damage as the confusion to itself does. That's horrendous. Okay, maybe we do need to prioritize getting this Pokemon to evolve a bit more than I thought. Because like, I don't want to use the experience share all of the time. I want to at least highlight, you know, when a Pokemon's doing well, I want to show it, but I also want to show when a Pokemon is going to struggle that it is still struggling. And you are seeing the struggle. Countering Double Slap is also kind of stinky, which is why I'm not doing it, because as we found out earlier, it will only counter the last hit. Oh, so the move is Reflect. So Pound is now going to do even less. Oh my, that's so bad. There's any battle that involves Scramble just lasts forever. But we're being very affectionate at this Pokemon Center. We're just kissing and kissing, and it's meant to be sweet and adorable. Maybe we're having some type of Mime Junior happy romance happening. Or maybe we're just gonna slap him to death. Anyway, thank you for the experience. Mime Junior is one of the few Pokemon that give special defense EVs. There are not very many Pokemon that have their best stat being special defense, so I guess there's that. Given that we just saw 2 baby Pokemon, by the way, I'm curious, and you can let me know down in the comments what your favorite baby Pokemon is. I'll have to think about that because I'm not really sure. Tyrogue is funny, but I don't think a huge amount of it. And I do like that Elekid is shaped like a, you know, like a plug. I do enjoy that. I think that's a nice touch. Maybe I'd have to pick Cleffa just because it's adorable. I don't know. Definitely not Magby though. The hair on that thing. Oof. No. No, thank you. So let's go around and visit the general population of this city, just to see what they're doing. Oh, you're a trainer? That means you're using Pokemon boxes. I love meeting end users. Nobody speaks like that. Anyway, she's the administrator of the computer system. She'll want to give you an Eevee. We can't take the Eevee because we have no Pokemon space. We could use a Vaporeon if we wanted to use it for surf purposes, but again, my temptation would be to use it, which we don't want to do for this, so we won't do that. We're not going to go into the church and have extra church because I don't remember there being anything of interest in there. Not because it's a church, just because nobody's giving out free stuff. This is the Poffin house. And like, no, you need a Poffin case. You can't cook food because you don't have a bag. Because that makes sense. It's like the game corner all over again, isn't it? Where it's like, no, you can't gamble because you don't have a case to put your gambling money in. But you have a bag. So why do you need a coin case? Anyway, it's fine. Don't think about it. What I am going to think about, though, is going to the Pokemon and getting a couple more repels. We're not that far away from being able to get the repels that don't completely stink. So I'm not going to buy a ton of them. I'll get another 8 so I can round up to 10. Yeah, super repels can't come quickly enough. Yeah, you can't buy revives with only 2 gym badges, matey. Sucks to be yours. And then this is the Pokemon Fan Club. You can talk to this reporter, but we're not going to. I don't talk to journalists. I'm good. Hey. What do you do? I am the Pokemon Fan Club chairman. And if this was Kanto, he would talk forever. He talks a little bit about Poffins in this game, rather than talking about all the Pokemon that he loves. This is how you get the Poffin case. We probably won't be using Poffins either, to be honest. Because they don't do anything in battle. And that's all there is to that. People all over the world follow Pokemon contests. I wouldn't go that far. They are talking about Amity Square. That is not hugely useful in Platinum. It's a little bit more interesting in Shining Pearl and Brilliant Diamond, but really, it just highlights how much people love having Pokemon follow them in game. And it is weird so few games have that feature available when it's very clear and obviously easy to implement. Unless you look at Sword and Shield, in which case, what were they thinking? Every Pokemon moves like it's in the PowerPoint presentation, and just can't keep up with you at all. It's baffling. We got a Shell Bell, though. Shell Bell, not competitively a useful item, but in-game can be quite useful. We're going to put it on Maple. What it does is when you deal damage, you get health back equivalent to 1/8 of the damage that you did. I think it's an 8th or a 16th. I think it's an 8th. Anyway, it's not a great item. You'd much rather have leftovers, but the Shell Bell's not bad, especially for a Pokemon that's got quite a high attack or special attack stat. Have we annoyed the neighbors enough yet? Nah, we'll go in this building as well on the way up to the contest hall. This is a sad building. So you may notice room split in half. That's not unusual. We have the blue side and the orange side, and we have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people on this side. Let's talk to them briefly. When I grow up, I want to be a Pokemon coordinator. It's an actual Pikachu. It's not a Pokemon, a person in a Pokemon disguise. Kufu Fu. That's the new, karate chop kid. Well, now you're a trainer. Let's make you both Papa. That makes you both Papa and Mama to your Pokemon. Try reading. You know how having Pokemon around leads to new discoveries? It's the same for parents and kids. I'm always learning from my kids. So that's the mom. Babies and Pokemon get along perfectly together. And when babies take naps, Pokemon go to sleep right next to them. Maybe not if you have a Sharpedo. Let's not think about that too much. When I get bigger, I'm going to be a trainer too. Oh wow, you're a trainer? Having lots of Pokemon is a lot of responsibility, but it comes with a lot of fun. So you're like, oh, super happy family. And then you have this dude. My sisters make so much noise, no one even notices me. How many people related to that playing this game as like a kid? Let me know. I only had one. Thank goodness. Let's go upstairs. And then the grandparents are up here. It's a kid-friendly city, they say, but I disagree. Heart Home is friendly to kids, grown-ups, and Pokemon too. She just threw that right over. All my grandchildren are clamoring for Pokemon of their own. It may be tricky to manage it, but it'll brighten up the mood more. Some act kindly in hopes of being treated kindly in turn, but how could that be a bad thing? Oh no, there are no stairs in this house. It's easier that way. The lack of stairs makes it easier for the little Pokemon to get about. There's many issues with this building. What if there was a fire? that took the lift out. These guys are toast. Also, there's one bed, and this is a Pokemon problem across the board. This isn't unique to this game. There's one bed upstairs and a kitchen, and we already saw what the downstairs looks like. And just in case you've forgotten, let's have a look again. We have this orange room that's kind of a nothing space, and we have 2 tables with 2 chairs at each. When I saw this house for the first time, anybody remember watching Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Where the whole family's just in one bed crammed together to stay warm. It's basically that. It's a weird thought, isn't it? So this is Amity Square. There's an East Gate and a West Gate. Yeah, you can wander with certain Pokemon, but they have to be certain types, and we're not dealing with that right now. We have to go up here. And we are at Amity. Are we Amity? What are we doing? No, we're at the contest hall. No! Well, one could dream this is Amity Square Central Gate, but no, it's not. It's the contest hall. Yeah, this is the only time you speak to Kira again. And your mum's here. She gives you a glitter powder, which is not an item to use in battle that reduces accuracy. It's an accessory you can put on a Pokemon for the contests. Which, again, not very likely to be dealing with. We have to wait for her to walk away, which was nice. Yes, your mum's like, were you surprised to see me? I'm bored, so I went on holiday. She also gives you a tuxedo, which I really wish you could wear outside of the contests. Like, I'd love to go around playing Pokemon looking like James Bond, but no can do. We're here for this lady. Yes, I beg your pardon. Are we contests you are here for? I hope very much you enjoy them. No, she's not disabled, she just speaks French. I shouldn't say that. I live in a country that French is an official language. Ah, dear, dear. Incidentally, Fantina, the gym leader of Hearthome, is also a contestant. She is, how do you say, très fantastique. And yeah, that's her. Yeah, I am très strong. I know that's not how you pronounce it. I don't get it. It's just like, oh, we need to have people from foreign regions. Okay, how do we do that and make it look good in Pokemon? We'll just have them speak random words of a different language. And that's it. More relevantly, though, her gym's actually going to be quite difficult. Not because she speaks French, and we can't understand what we're doing, but she's a ghost-type gym. And look at our team. Normal type, which only has a normal type attacking move and counter. And yes, we have the physical special split, but most ghost moves are not physical and wouldn't affect them anyway. A fighting type. Ghosts are immune to fighting. A psychic type. Psychic is weak to ghost. A bug type, which is just going to struggle horrendously against her. A grass type whose nature power, because it's in a building, will turn into a normal type move. And Maple. Maple's the only Pokemon that's going to have a super effective move. This is going to be a struggle. I'm pretty excited to show the gym, though. The gym's pretty awesome. What we're likely going to do is we're going to battle the trainers in the gym. Shocker. And we're going to battle all of them. I'm thinking, though, of not doing her gym straight away and kind of training a little bit, but let's not be wimpy. We can't go over here yet anyway. Let's try and take the gym trainers on and see what happens. And if it's an absolute disaster, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I don't want to grind for the sake of grinding. That's not fun. It's not a challenge. You just level past your problems. So, let's see what happens, eh? Or at the very least, we'll do it in the next episode. We'll put a cut in. Appreciate you guys watching, though. If you've been enjoying, subscribe, please. Love to see it. Appreciate your time. Thank you for watching the video, and if you'd like to see more, feel free to stick around.